I recently listened to a podcast about irrational behavior, and the last weeks it stuck with me because when you look at history, for me it's often driven by unreasonable decisions or events. So let me give you an example. Look at this city. It's Constantinople. The earlier name was Byzantium, and for centuries it was considered untouchable. Arabs tried to siege and take it. Bulgarians tried it. Crusaders tried it as well. They were successful once. And after all these attempts, it might sound crazy to try again. But look at this guy. This guy was Mehmed II. He was 21 ages young when he tried to take Constantinople. Turns out later he was called Mehmed the Conqueror for a reason. Because he had a bold idea. He wanted to take another shot. So basically the location of Constantinople was quite impressive, and it was easy to defend the city because it was close to the sea and they had a good control over the harbor. And back in the days they built very big stone wall, like strong stone walls with several layers, and for casual warfare at that time it wasn't really possible taking the city by force. So most people, they didn't believe that the city was takeable in any ways. But this is when it gets interesting. So Mehmed, he didn't thought like any other guy beforehand how to take the city, because he had several different strategies combined in order to be successful. And he built an enormous cannon with support from a Bulgarian mastermind, and it was over 8 meters long, and it was powerful enough to break the city wall. It wasn't just the cannons which was Mehmed using, he also had very big naval force. There was a chain which blocked the ships from getting close to the city to actually have an impact when sieging. So he had a very unreasonable idea, so he took the ships from the water, there were like 70 ships or so, and they put it over the land and put it back into water so they could support the siege actually. So the final siege began in April 1453. The defenders were fighting very furious because it wasn't just a fight for the city, it was a fight for their whole existence, so to say. Mehmed was able with his forces to break the city walls and take Constantinople, and from that day the Byzantium or the Eastern Roman Empire was no more, and for many historians this event marks the change from the Dark Ages or the end of the Dark Ages to the new era.